Hey, it's Amy here, vlogging in from Glasgow, where I'm just about to head to the studio to teach an Abundant Yoga Teacher workshop, having a coffee and my box load of paleo vegan snacks. I'm gonna have a great day. I'm just about to walk down the road and meet everyone. Here's what I got from all of that. Everything that you just told me makes perfect sense, right? What you're telling me is this is the activity in my business based on the experience I have with my clients. This is what the customers do, and this is how I experience their business. Which again it's the tail wagging the dog. Okay, that's actually not what you're doing, that's what they're doing. And you get to influence what they're doing by running your business in a way that you want to. If I just accepted, well, people are going to pay me whatever they want, I'm pretty sure American Express would be on the phone saying, why the hell haven't you made a payment, Amy? You know, you get to set your business up so that it supports the cycles and rhythms that you have. And the degree to which you think that it is all about, well, I remember I had this client in Singapore, and she's like, there is no one in Singapore in, I don't know what month, of the year sometime. And I'm just thinking, well, that's a massive load of bullshit. Like, sure, a whole lot of people are in the British school system, and yeah, you know what, they might go home. But there is a whole lot of people that still live there. It's not like there's tumbleweeds down Orchard Road. Like, you know, it's still, but we get confused. And if you want to have money coming in at a certain time, it's your job to figure out something that people are going to buy then. You know, if maybe your classes are on pause because maybe the school is out, so that class is done, but so in lieu of that, there is something else that you create and offer, right? You aren't at the... Yoga teaches us this. We have infinite capacity to call in what we desire. Go reread Autobiography of a Yogi if you've forgotten this. Yogananda teaches this beautifully in that book. That, you know, we call in what we want. If we are a facet of the divine, if we are God having a human experience, then we're kind of in charge. We just forget. So in business, this looks like, what do you want? And then how do we set it up so that you get to have it? Remember, we get to take it as a given in this room only that you selling more of your stuff is good for humanity. And there's not many industries that get to say that, but it's legit here, right? Too vulnerable or unsafe, that gets to be private. Like you don't have to share anything that feels too much. If you want to work in a specific way, and that's part of your story and it's important, and you're okay to share it, share it. You can, your story, the way that story works in the brain, it doesn't have to be the same story for us to connect and have rapport. The fact that you've been through adversity and yoga helped you get out of it is enough for me to latch onto and go, oh, that might be like my shithead boss, or that might be like whatever other adversity, or when my father died, or whatever. But that you have skills because you went through something murky and you came out the other side, that appeals to me. It also depends on where you're at in your story. Like I say to people, it would be completely inauthentic of me when I just started my business who's saying, hey, you know, look at me, I can do whatever I like, I've got so much cash, because that's not actually true. I was still healing a whole lot of money stuff that I had, and it wasn't appropriate for me to be talking about my story until it was a little bit further down the road behind me. So if it's something that you've just transformed, I teach yoga for divorcees and I'm still like in the throes of divorcing. Maybe not yet. It gets a little bit raw. So day 2 of the Abundant Yoga Teacher Immersion Adventure. I'm at the Ocelot Centre in Dublin. We're going to have an absolutely gorgeous day. Beautiful yoga room here. So it's full of good vibes. Let me take you over. This gives you an idea of the tone of where we're spending our day. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. It has to be about us as well, because you can't serve from emptiness. You know, we can only be fully present for our people when we're topped up ourselves. You know, you don't want to be the overworked or the burnt out yoga teacher. How can you hold space when you're exhausted? How can you nourish others when you can't feed yourself fully? So take a look at your purpose. For example, my purpose in business is to generate abundant wealth, doing something that I love to help heal the planet. So this is my pyramid scheme. You didn't know this, but this is my pyramid scheme where all of you are out there helping me pursue my Dharma. More people coming to your stuff helps me with my Dharma. But at the front end is, I want to make heaps of money. Not because I'm spiritually vacuous, but because it means I get to live a life that is actually what I think I'm meant for. I get to give heaps of it away. I get to go do things like this that are, to be perfectly honest, more pleasurable than they are lucrative, because there are other parts of my business where I'm fully financially supported. I get to invite people to come on my retreat. They don't pay a cent because I know they need to be there. They can't afford it. I can do it because my business makes abundant wealth. I can heal myself when I get sick. I can have people do things for me while I'm away, this sort of stuff. And also, I'm only interested in my purpose in doing things that I love. I could teach a whole bunch of stuff about things that I'm not interested in. I don't want to do that. I don't want to ever do in my life another Facebook ads masterclass. Ever. I could, but I don't want to. So also it's about choosing just the pieces that, otherwise we end up teaching things that we don't really like. We're still doing Saturday mornings because there's that one woman that wants to come, when that's not really what lights us up. When we're in the flow of grace, when we're in that abundance consciousness, we get there by choosing what we love and not feeling compelled to do things that we don't love. So that's got to be the financial support. Remember, money is how we commodify prana. It's not good or bad, it's just a form of energetic exchange. And the more you have, the more you can, it's about flow, right? The fact that my cleaner knows every Friday she gets overpaid to clean my tiny house, that's good for her, it's good for me. So money flowing that's what abundance is. It's got to be in your purpose. Calling it in and sending it out, as does doing what really lights you up, because when that is in your purpose, it's going to help you stay committed and firm lovingly firm in your boundaries. So you're not self-abandoning. So you're not saying yes when actually you want to say no. So you're not taking on a class that you kind of don't, or putting up with the student's behavior that actually isn't okay. So that's got to be in there as well. So take another look at your purpose and just check. Are you taking a stand for abundance? Are you taking a stand for you are allowed, in fact, I believe it's your purpose, it's why you're embodied. Are you taking a stand for pursuing what you love against all of the other stuff? When we, as yoga teachers, for like it or not, when we step into, or healer, or all of our modalities that we share collectively here, when you step into that role, people are looking to you as an authority. People put you on a pedestal. It just happens. There is a power differential that happens, and it should be respected. And so when we show up depleted or unfulfilled or obviously self-abandoned or with shitty boundaries, we're modeling that to people who are looking up to us to be an authority in a particular space, for spiritual authority, well-being authority. So it's not just you taking great care of yourself and treating yourself well and being well rested and well fed and all. It's important for everyone, so that you can serve, but also so that people see that. The number of, there are people who have just graduated GYYB, like Sadie, she's like, I'm coming to Thailand, but I'm only coming on your retreat if I can come business class and the rest of my family. Like if I wasn't so bang on about business class, she wouldn't be doing that either. And let's face it, when your greatest business asset is your body, you want a freaking flatbed.
I wanted to let you know about something seriously cool that's coming up very soon. I've put together a strategy for you. There's what you need to do to fill a new class. So if you're interested in launching a new class, an evening class, something during the day, or if you have a class that needs some extra people in it, needs a bit of revitalizing, I have a 6-week program, as in you get to do stuff for 6 weeks to make sure that your class goes from 0 to hero, Virudrasana 2, right? So I've come up with 3 things you need to do, just 3 things. 3 things. I'm going to teach you them in this masterclass. It's a 90-minute class. It's me teaching you the things that you need to do over a 6-week period to take your class from a brainwave to something that's rocking and full and abundant and fun and joyful for everybody who comes along. So if you're interested in knowing the nuts and bolts of how do you launch a brand new class and make sure that from idea to full is easy, there's only 3 things you need to do. I'm going to teach them to you. There is nothing fancy here, but there is a system. If you want to learn the system, you're going to love the training that I've put together for you. We're going to do it live. If you can't catch us live, you can always check out the replay, but I want to see you there. It's $7. You got to pay for this one, $7. There's a link somewhere around this video. 90 minutes training about how do you take your idea of a class to actually being a full class. If you're sick of like launching a new class and having 3 people sign up, or if you feel sick or you wake up in the night because your stuff is still undersubscribed, or if you just throw something open and there's like you and a cricket on a sticky mat, come take this workshop. $7. Like, seriously? Yes. Click the link, sign yourself up, and it's going to be awesome. 3 things. I'm going to teach you the 3 things that you need to do so you can stop doing all the other shit. No ads in the local paper or radio ads or God. Stop it. There's 3 things. I'm going to teach them to you. Sign up. So we've created the boomerang and now we're doing the features. Look at it's like a little witch's coven of Instagram.
Oh,
Bubble, bubble.
please repeat again.